This week we are going to talk about plants. So the book I'm going to read you is called Growing Vegetable Soup, and it was written and illustrated by Lois Ehlert. Dad says we are going to grow vegetable soup. We're ready to work, and our tools are ready too. So to grow their garden, they have a rake, a shovel, and a hoe. We are planting the seeds. So they take the seeds out of the seed packet and they put them in little holes in the ground. They have their gardening gloves on. And all of the sprouts. So some of them they plant seeds and some of them they plant baby plants. And giving them water. And waiting for warm sun to make them grow. And in their garden, they have all of the plants labeled. So they have tomatoes and broccoli, green beans, zucchini, onions, peppers, potatoes. They're never going to have to go to the grocery store. So they watch them grow and grow and grow into plants. We watch over them and weed them. So they have to take all the weeds out until the vegetables are ready for us to pick. See if you can see what vegetables they planted. Or they have to dig them up. So the carrots and the potatoes, they have to dig them up out of the ground and carry home. Then we wash them and cut them and put them in a pot of water. So they cut all the vegetables up and then they're going to put them in this big pot because they're going to make vegetable soup. And cook them into vegetable soup. At last, it's time to eat it all up. It was the best soup ever. And we can grow it again next year. So pretty soon, you will be able to go outside and grow your own garden. But I have an activity that I want to show you that was not in your packet. So here's a worksheet. This one was not in your packet. But the thing that was in your packet is for you to make your very own flower. And it has all of the parts of a plant. So we have the dirt or the soil, and then we have roots. And if you want to, you can draw your own little seed down there at the bottom where the roots are. Okay, because all of this grows from a seed. They have the roots, and then they have the stem, the leaves, and the flower. So this was in your packet for you to do, and this one was not, because this one says parts of a plant. I can eat a whole plant. So here's the plant, and I have some different foods, vegetables and things over here, and I want to show you that you can eat all of the parts of the plant. You can eat the roots, the seed, the stem, the leaf, and even the flower of a plant. Okay, so I want to see if you know where these belong. This is spinach. We'll start with this one because it's a little bit easier. Spinach. Where do you think spinach is? Do you think it's the flower of the plant, the stem, the leaf, the seed, or the root? Spinach that you can eat is actually a leaf. The next one we're going to do, I want to show you these a little bit up close. These are sunflower seeds, and they have the shell on them. Okay, but if you take the shell off, they actually look like this. Okay, and these, they are not the flower. Where do you think they belong on the plant? These belong in the seeds part. So you can eat the leaf of a flower and you can eat the seeds from a flower. or from a plant, I should say. Here's the broccoli. Where do you think broccoli belongs? Does it look like it's the root or the stem, or does it look like the flower of the plant? The broccoli is actually the flower. The next one we're going to do, this one's kind of crazy. Just like in our book, it had them digging up potatoes and carrots. Okay, this carrot, I don't know if you can see all these little things coming off of it. Okay, but this carrot is actually the root of the plant. So the carrot would grow underneath of the soil. So you wouldn't even be able to see the carrot. It would grow underneath of the soil. Okay, so the carrot belongs right down here. There's not very much room down there, but that carrot is a root. Now the last thing we have is celery. Okay, celery is actually the stem from the plant. This celery is so long, it takes up so much room, but you can see way up here, the leaves are starting to come off of it, and then at the very top, there would have been a flower. Okay, and at the very bottom, there would have been roots. But this is actually the stem of the plant. So you might not have all of these things at home, but if you do, you can show your mom and dad that you can actually eat all of the parts of the plant. The roots, the seed, the stem, the leaf, and the flower.